Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. Gonna kick off this fall season with a nice little 5-week mini cut, aiming to drop about 1 pound per week. And I'm super excited to be sharing this experience with my fellow lightweight natural bodybuilder, Adam Wilkes, who's looking to drop about the same amount of weight in the same time frame here. So we're gonna be recording weekly progress videos. It's an incredible motivator for us. I love sharing the journey with you guys. It's just a great way to hold ourselves accountable as well. It worked wonders for me January, February, and March when I went through a 12-week cutting phase with my other fellow lightweight natural bodybuilder, Mike. He dropped a significant amount of weight. I dropped about 18 pounds during that time. Really happy to report that during this past muscle building phase, I learned my lesson from all the previous muscle building phases that I've gone through. In the past, I've gained anywhere from 30 to 50 pounds during muscle building phases. The past few times I've tried to keep it to 20, 25, and the last one I kept to 18. Still much too fast. I was aiming to gain about 1 pound per week, but at nearly 42 years old right now, it's just that rate of weight gain, you just know that the majority of that's going to go towards fat, and then you have to cut it off, and going through a 12-week cutting phase, it cuts into time that you could be spending building. So really excited to report that I've only gained 3 pounds during this muscle building phase. So since the end of March, maybe we're looking at 6 months or so, I've only gained 3 pounds. So a nice, slow, steady process. Really enjoyed my summer. Just really kept things in check. Still not perfect in the sense that I had some really, really high days and I had to spend a couple days in a little bit of a deficit to kind of balance things out, maintain my weight. So I learned a lot from this experience. Obviously, it's a huge victory for me coming out of this only 3 pounds heavier. So I learned a lot. This is the best experience I've ever gone through, and I just know that the next muscle building phase that I go through is going to be even better. Slower, steadier, more consistent, less up and down, less fluctuations with calories, less kind of binging and then having to kind of do a little bit of damage control. So I'm going to try to keep damage control to a minimum during the next muscle building phase. But that's for a later video. We're going to get through the next 5 weeks here, keeping it pretty short, simple. I shouldn't say short, keeping it simple, always simple. Love being in the gym 5 to 6 days a week. So training hard. I'm going to get you guys some great footage coming up. Really taking advantage of quad sets. So be on the lookout in the next few days for some video footage on quad sets. Also, in terms of cardio, I don't do any cardio. The only kind of cardio I guess you could say I do is walking chief. And typically it's once a day, 30 minutes a day. But lately, the weather's been really good. I'd say for the past 3-4 weeks, but getting out twice a day, I love it. I get out with him in the morning, just Chief and I, and then later on in the day, usually after dinner, my wife and I will go out, bring Chief along for another walk. He loves the activity. He can't get enough of it. So it's great for him. It's great for my wife and I. It doesn't feel like exercise, but it really is. It's a good brisk walk. Keeps me active, gets me off my butt. More than anything, just really enjoying the surroundings. I really find that I become in tune with myself when I am outdoors, out in nature, just soaking up my surroundings. So weight training 5 to 6 days a week, typically 6 days per week. Walking once or twice a day, most days, if not all days of the week. Nutritionally, I'm aiming for about 1,800 to 2,000 calories per day, most days of the week. If I have a higher calorie day, it's going to be probably about 2,400 calories. I'm going to see how that goes. Definitely the most important thing is paying attention to the feedback that your body's giving you. So like I said, I want to aim for about 1 pound loss per week. If it exceeds that, it's much too fast for me. So I'm going to try to keep that in check. If it's a little bit less than 1 pound, I'm cool with that. Just not much less. If it's only half pound, I'd probably speed it up a little bit. Like 3/4 pound to a pound is really ideal. Really a pound. Let's go for a pound for the next 5 weeks. And that's going to put me even leaner than I was at the end of the last cutting phase. So the end of March, I was 3 pounds lighter than I am right now. So I'm going to push it. I'm going to see if I can get even leaner than I did the last time. It's just going to give me a little bit more cushion to play around with for this next upcoming building phase. So for that 1800 to 2,000 calories, I basically spread that out through about 4 meals. Try to get about at least 30 grams of protein for each of those meals. So try to spread out that protein intake, making sure I get a minimum of like 145 grams of protein at the end of the day. So that's my minimum 1 gram of protein per pound body weight. I might get upwards of like 175 to 190 on certain days where it just depends on the meals that I have. So calories, what I aim for, 1,800 to 2,000 most days of the week. Minimum of 145 grams of protein. I let the carbs and fats fall where they may. I find it really doesn't impact my fat loss, energy, or anything. It just depends on the meals that I have. Let those fall where they may. That's pretty much it. I got about 3 staple meals. I'll be sharing those in upcoming videos, so be on the lookout for that. And I guess the other top priority, just looking down at my notes here, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. I am making an absolute top priority. I've really been trying to get to bed before 9 p.m. most days. I've been basically passing out at 9 p.m. The only exception is Wednesday nights when I play hockey. Have some later games. I think our first game starts at 8:45. Our last game would be at 10:15. So there's some nights where I might not be home till around midnight. Cuts into my sleep. Usually up at 6 a.m. Every day. So trying to keep things as consistent, structured as possible. Keep it as simple as possible. No tricks, no gimmicks, no crap. So yeah, that is where I am at right now. Just looking forward to sharing this experience, sharing this journey with you. Again, thanks for your support. Thanks for your encouragement. And more than anything, I think I tend to record a lot more when I'm cutting. I think in part, it's the accountability. In part, I think it's what a lot of people love. I think when you see those visual changes, someone shredding it up, it's motivating, it's inspiring. You can see those visual differences. But when you're going through a muscle building phase, especially for someone at my stage of the game with over 20 years lifting to over 25 years of lifting experience under his belt, almost 42 years old. That's another reason why I'm kind of going through this mini cut right now. I'm going to be 29 at the end of 29. I'm going to be 42 on the 29th. 29. I wouldn't trade 42 for 29 any day. I love where I'm at right now. Yeah, so I kind of want to lean out for the birthday there. I always like looking better each birthday that I go through. So it's always a goal of mine. So I think that kind of triggered this little mini cut here as well, because I've been looking good, feel good. No massive reason to cut right now other than giving myself a little more wiggle room to build. So I really want to extend this next building season. So it's been 6 months since I last cut. I don't want to cut I want to make sure I at least push it 9 months this time, maybe even 12 months. We'll see. But I think definitely taking what I've learned from these previous muscle building phases, I can extend this building phase a lot longer and get a lot more out of it. So I'm looking forward to sharing the muscle building phase with you, because like I said, I do tend to share these cutting phases with you, but really looking forward to sharing the muscle building process with you guys after I get through this 5-week cutting phase. Again, thanks for the support. Appreciate you big time. Catch you in the next video. So again, look for some nutrition footage here, training footage, got some good things coming your way.